Yeah! Hey, Jack! John! Shoot him! Hey! Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Yellow! Copenhagen SNUFF! Damn fiberboard Copenhagen cans are always the hardest to crack, especially that damn barcode. But you gotta freaking man up. You gotta man up and crack that shit.
Dip in my lip, dip in my lip, dip in my lip. Man, I think I need a spit, I need a mud jug.
Mud jug of the day, baby. The orange skull. Hey, you ain't a real dipper until you got yourself a frickin' mud jug, son. So get yourself over to mudjug.com today, Jack. Well, it took me frickin' 3 good pinches to get a nice fatty here, this Copenhagen SNUFF, and good lord, that's 1 frickin' pinch. Cancer. A lot of people ask me still to this day, and I've done it in a bunch of other videos before, but this Copenhagen SNUFF, everybody knows this is the finest cut dip you can get. Copenhagen SNUFF is the finest cut. You can get a lot of other dips like Grizzly, Fine Cut Natural, and you know, all these other fine cut dips. Copenhagen SNUFF takes the frickin' cake. Best way to do it is when you got the pinch in your hand before taking it out is rub it up against the side and the bottom against the wax, and it'll become like a little ball, and then you can throw it in without spilling too much. Now that Duck Dynasty is back and everybody's talking about duck hunting and Duck Dynasty and the Robertsons and Beards and all this other crap, I thought I'd give you guys, I'll tell you my story, my very first time duck hunting. I'll tell you my story, okay? So, never been duck hunting before, and I was like, alright, I want to go duck hunting. You know, this is when I was probably, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, okay? So, I took my 12 gauge shotty. I said, alright, I'm going to go out, I'm going to find me a piece of land, and with ducks flying overhead and shit, and I'm going to kill some freaking ducks. Walking down the side of the road, and I see a whole bunch of ducks flying over this big farmland area. Nobody was on it, so I was like, sweet, I'm going to go over here. I took, hopped the barbed wire fence, went over there, and I seen this huge freaking thing, and I just started hunting, but I seen this huge flock of duck just fly over my head. So I put my 12 gauge up and yee, bang! And I freaking shot me a damn duck. But the problem is that when it fell, it flew like freaking a quarter mile like across this bank into this ditch that was like so freaking far away. I had no idea how the hell I was gonna go over and get that damn duck. So I was like, fuck. Because it rhymed with duck. The weather was turning real bad, and I didn't know if I was gonna freaking go back home, but I didn't want to go home and tell my mama that I shot a duck and I didn't bring it home. So I was like, all right, I got to make this trip worth it, right? So I went about a quarter mile down. I found this crossing of the river that it flew over, and I was gonna be able to get into the ditch. When I got to this freaking part that you could cross, this farmer comes up. Apparently it was his land or something like that. And he was holding a damn duck that I shot. I said, whoa, farmer. Yo, dude, I think you got my freaking duck. I just shot that shit like 12 minutes ago, and you're holding it. And the farmer said, oh, I don't think so. It landed on my land, so therefore this is my duck. You know, me being, the little teenager that I was like, scared. I didn't want to freaking do anything to him. But he said, hey, let's settle this the country way. In a ball kicking contest. I was like, what the hell has this dude been smoking? He said, no. We'll take turns kicking each other in the balls, and the first guy to give up, the other dude gets the duck. I thought about it for a minute, and I said, all right, fine, whatever. I'll go first, okay? I'll man up, all right? I mean, I'm the little teenager here, but I'll go first, all right? So I put my hands behind my back, and I braced myself as hard as I could. I tensed up real good, and I said, all right, go ahead, buddy. So he started to stretch a little bit, and I'm sitting there just with anticipation like, oh, just get it over with, just get it over with. And good freaking lord, Jack, he hit me so freaking gosh dang hard, I fell straight to the ground and blacked out for a second as I was rolling around like, oh god, my nuts. So after a couple minutes, I recovered and I said, okay, it's my turn now, buddy. He said to me, oh, that's okay, you can have your duck.
Idiot.
I'm gonna make you eat my pubes, John!
It's time for a Mud Jug Minute!
Outlaw fell asleep like a pussy, so here's a dumb bitch trying to drink out of a mud jug.
That's it for a Mud Jug Minute!
Monster Rehab with green tea. All the talk is about Duck Dynasty. About these frickin' dudes with beards that made a fortune off of selling duck calls. Now what if us, as a community, frickin' made a fortune off a dip? What would having a dip dynasty mean to you? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, it's all in the description box below. Get at it, sucker. Dipping some Copenhagen frickin' SNUFF! Oh boy, this shit's good, man. Go out, pick you up some frickin' Copenhagen SNUFF, spit in the orange skull mud jug. Make sure you get some mudjug.com, the Confederate camo t-shirts and all that other good shit over at keepithillbilly.com. With that being said, my name is Outlaw, and always remember to keep it frickin'